Today's postmark might be more famous for tennis and wombles, but we've come to Wimbledon Windmill. Now there's a thing. A windmill in Wimbledon. Windmilldom. I don't think I've been in a windmill before. I think this is my first windmill. I'm a windmill virgin. I'm at the top, room at the top. Is a man who looks as though he's waiting for me. Did you see me coming?
I heard you were coming, yes.
You saw me coming along the common there, didn't you? Heading towards the windmill.
Of course.
Now,
yes.
what's your name? Because I hope you know about windmills.
My name's Jim Woodward Nutt.
Yes.
I know a little bit about windmills, yes, and quite a bit about this one.
What I can't work out, Jim, at the moment is why we've got chimney pots at the top of a windmill.
Well, this is a very unusual windmill in a lot of ways. It had a very short life as a windmill, and soon after it stopped being a windmill, it was converted into 6 cottages, 3 on each of the 2 floors below us. And consequently, there are 4 lots of chimneys, 16 chimneys in all, because all the little rooms had their own separate fireplaces at one time.
Now, the children out there will want me to ask this. Is this where the Wombles lived? Or is this where the Wombles lived?
It is alleged. It is alleged.
It is alleged. See, it's alleged that the Wombles lived here. It's blowing up here, but that isn't going round, that sail.
No, I'm afraid at the moment this windmill doesn't actually work. We do get the sails going round occasionally when it's blowing quite hard, but we don't have any shutters in the sails, so we can't really work the mill in anger, and we can't produce any flour, unfortunately.
Flour was produced here, though, presumably.
It was indeed, from 1817 till about 1865.
Now, take a little walk round here, because we can see the common here. What was this little bit up here used for?
Well, this windmill, like all windmills, will only work when the sails are facing the way the wind's coming from. So the whole top of the windmill, all that white part that you can see up there, has to be turned round to bring the sails round to face the wind. And this is achieved by means of the fantail, that little windmill like the windmills on a stick you used to have when you were a kid, if you can remember that far back.
My dad never bought me one of those, but it does remind me of a helicopter.
A helicopter on its side, perhaps.
It
yes.
does, with that bit at the back to keep it steady.
When the wind changes, that will spin round and automatically turn the windmill to face the wind.
Ah, right. Now, when I came through the windmill, there were lots of muddles down there, and I have a suspicion you can tell me all about them.
I'll have a go.
There you are. Down you go, Jim.
Right.
Down. Dusty Miller, I think we'll call you. I'm about to descend. I'm not very good at things like this. It's almost a sheer drop. Here I go. Right. Oh, and by the way, when I came into this windmill, I told a lie. I said I've never been in a windmill before, and in fact, I have been in a windmill before where they make flour on the Isle of Anglesey, Anismorn. I went to a working windmill called Llan du Sant. Might be just one D, in which case it's Llan du Sant. So there we are, and that's on Anglesey. Oh, I've done it. That's not so bad. I can see you there. Have you been to that one on Anglesey, by the way?
Yes, I have indeed.
Nice one. Yes. Got some lovely stone ground flour there.
Yes, so it was restored from a derelict condition some years ago by the local authority.
That's
They
right.
put a lot of money into it. Mm-hmm.
This is the one we're in now.
This is the mill we're in now.
So what I find interesting is that you don't think of windmills of having that big bottom bit.
No, it's quite unusual. This is actually Wimbledon Windmill as it was in its working days and before it was modified. When it worked, it had the millstones in the base down here and various other pieces of machinery on the ground floor. And it was then converted into 6 cottages. 3,
yes, the chimney pots
3
you've
on
seen.
each floor, the chimney
Yes.
pots you've just seen.
Yeah.
And at that time, the building was strengthened and it was changed and the chimney pots were added. You can see there are no chimney pots on the model here, but you can see the machinery working if you look closely.
I can see it
and
working.
the millstones inside in the centre, and the miller in there, incidentally.
You've got some more over here as well. What's
Yes.
all this?
Well, this is really a history of mills and milling. The earliest windmills that we know of were about the year 650 and were in the Middle East.
Yeah.
And these were what we call horizontal windmills. They were very simple. They didn't have any gearing. They just had a little house and a directly driven pair of millstones inside. And they only worked when the wind came from one direction. This is a model of a post mill that was built about 1630 at Brill in Buckinghamshire.
Yes, I know that. Yes.
And
is that still there in Brill?
that is in fact still there. Both these models, you see the sails are canvas-covered sails. They're very simple, just a sheet of canvas stretched over the sails. And this, of course, presented problems when you wanted to stop the mill if the wind was blowing hard. And quite a lot of mills ran away and caught fire.
Did they really?
And they came to a very, very sticky end.
Watch out, dangerous mill alert.
You wouldn't have laughed if you'd been the miller.
It's just the thought of that sort of rushing along the, the English countryside with sort of a little red sign saying, watch out, dangerous windmill. And to stop windmills running away, Angus Meikle invented the spring sail. That's a horizontal windmill. Now, I talked about Anglesey, Jim, and here's one which you see now all around these.
Yes, this is the sort of wind generator which you're seeing more and more of in Wales, in Scotland, and certainly in Holland. There are a very large number of these sort of wind generators with a big propeller going round slowly and generating electricity. They're not very beautiful.
No, but they're very controversial, aren't they? People either think they're attractive and new age and futuristic and space agey, and other people think they're a blot on the landscape. Where do you stand?
Well, I find it a very difficult decision to make. I'm in favour of windmills and I'm in favour of using wind power, but I can recognise that if you've got to put 30 or 40 of these things on a hillside in a beautiful valley, then you're going to despoil the view. If you turn that hard, you'll find that you're producing some flour.
And there it is.
There
The
you've got
flour I
some
made.
real flour.
Is that what you call stone ground?
That is stone ground flour, and that is 100% wholemeal flour. Nothing added, nothing taken away.
Look at that. Stone ground flour.